Hello and welcome back to week 18 on the FyberCraft server. And yeah, we've got a lot of sand in our farm. And I want to change that today. Now, if you remember from last week, over here, we have almost a full shulker box of torches that we got from Shadow's Wavelength. And we're actually going to use those to our advantage today. Basically, what you do is you drop down to the bottom, get torches in one hand, shovel in the other, bam, and hope that there isn't gravel beneath you. And that is one column removed. And you just gotta keep doing that for all of this sand. This might take a while, or it might not. And another thing I just realized is this. If I break right in here, yeah, it's still filled with water. So we're gonna have to sponge out this area, this monument as well, and break it down. So I just want to level this entire area in preparation for building the farm. So I think I'm gonna do a time lapse like this with this, and yeah. So I'm just gonna get right into it, and I'll catch you on the other side. And look at that, a monument out of water, and that was actually the fastest process that I've done, which it's what I was hoping for, but it did still take about 2 hours. Actually, probably closer to 1.5, now I'm thinking about it. But yeah, look at this. The entire ocean monument, it is massive. And it fills up almost this entire circle. There's just a little sliver on each quadrant, and I checked, and it is actually my hopes, I believe, at least centered on this axis. I haven't actually checked the other axis. But yeah, if we come up here, you can see this line of torches goes straight through the center here, as you can tell, right here. And it's actually even center, which means it's these two blocks. If you come your way to the wall, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the starting on the torch and going that way, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means we did our math right, and it is properly placed, which is a very, very good thing, because otherwise we lose some efficiency on this farm. But yeah, you might notice that in the front here, the opening is guarded by a big wall of sand and some deep slate. And you might, I don't know if you could hear that, but if you listen carefully, yeah, I don't know if you can hear that through the recording, but there are still guardians in there, which leads you to believe that, yeah, this entire thing's filled with water still, and I need to fix that. So I'm gonna get my sponges, I'm gonna dry them out, and we're gonna start at the top probably and work our way down and drain the water out from the monument so that we can mine this thing away with no problems. Okay, so I got the sponge here, and I'm just gonna come into the top right over here, which is, it's really weird to see this, because last time I built all this stuff, like even over here, this was all underwater and I was swimming around this area as I was building some of this stuff. Like, this is where the conduit was before. But yeah, let's break a block. Let's see. Look around, see if there's any of these guys. We're gonna just drop in and place a sponge and just drain out this top room. Get it nice and dry. Hopefully this won't be too difficult. That's the first room. Now it's time to do the rest. Okay, so you're probably expecting an actual clip after this, but yeah, the audio didn't work. I realized that, recorded another one, and it didn't work again. So yeah, anyway, I was just talking about how draining it, especially in these bigger rooms, was quite difficult, and these hallways especially, just the water just kept on coming back, and it was pretty rough. And there were also tons of guardians by the time I got to these places, because there was nowhere else for them to spawn. But yeah, but it wasn't too big of a deal, and it didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. So yeah, I'm just gonna get my beacon and bring it over to the monument, and then we will get started on leveling this place flat so that we can build our farm nicely on top. Okay, so I found a charged creeper. I have phantoms. I'm gonna try to get some sort of a mob head. The problem is I don't have a mob. Another problem is I have phantoms. Spider isn't the only mob I don't want. Oh no, that's another problem. I have haste, but I can't find the beacon is another problem. Okay, that's too close for comfort. Okay, I got the creeper on my tail. Oh, zombie. Perfect. I'm gonna try running through it. Did it work? It worked! I got ahead. Okay. That was good thinking on my head. We have a zombie head. That is very good. I'm gonna continue trying to find this beacon. And look at that. The whole place is completely flat. I do know that the time-lapse cut off at the end there because I have forgotten to unpause it. But yeah, my pickaxe, very close to death. But yeah, this wall here, this is everything we gathered, including the sand that we used to grid it. But yeah, let's start at the bottom here. You can see tons and tons of normal prismarine. Even more prismarine bricks, and a few assorted things, including quite a bit of dark prismarine, a couple stacks of sea lanterns, and a little bit of extra stuff, plus some extra torches from this shulker box of torches that we bought. Then we get into the sand. You got all of the sand that we already knew we had, going all the way around here. I didn't actually count how many shulker boxes this was, but yeah, it is quite a lot. Then we get into this, which is our gravel yields. Not too much, but a decent amount. Then we got a couple shulker boxes of stone, and some andesite and diorite, and then the leftover bits, including quite a few ores, and a singular block of clay. Kind of interesting that there wasn't more at the bottom of the ocean. But yeah, you can obviously see that the deep slate doesn't go all the way down to the ground level, which is something I'll have to do next week, but I've done so much work this week, and I am quite tired. I mean, think about it. We took down all of the sand, we drained the ocean monument, we took down an entire ocean monument, and we leveled out the other 4 sides. This has been a huge week for this project, and I think next week, I'm ready to build the farm itself, and I am quite excited. Once again, people haven't been too active this week, so without further ado, I'll see you next week. A good bye.